Greetings to everyone. This is your host Ash Khan and you are watching Consumer Pakistan News Channel. In today's bulletin, timeline for Karachi's Green and Orange Line projects. It has been announced in an official statement by Airways Qadir Shah, since Minister for Transport, that the Karachi Green Line and Orange Line public transport services will be operational by November. The tender for the buses has been released and that 100 buses will be brought in for the Orange and Green Line projects by either September or October, he added. The BRT Green Line project, including all the intersections, has a 24-kilometer long route that comprises 12.7 km elevated, 10.9 km on ground and 422 meters underground route and has 25 stations along its entire length. The construction of the project began in 2016 and the service is set to begin by November this year. The details of the Green Line project reveal that the federal government is only responsible for the construction of the route and the provincial government is responsible for the procurement of buses. British Airways suspended Lahore flights. On Tuesday, it was announced by British Airways that it will discontinue direct flights from Lahore in April 2021. The decision was revealed on Twitter that we've made a number of changes to our summer schedule and flights to Lahore will cease in April. The airline added that it will update its websites if there is any change in the schedule. British Airways had resumed flight operations to Pakistan in June 2019 after a decade-long break. After being halted again due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the operations had been restarted in August 2020. It had started 4 flights a week between Lahore and London on 14th October last year and currently operates direct flights to Lahore and Islamabad. Punjab's own electricity transmission and distribution company to be launched. The government of Punjab has decided to launch the Punjab Transmission and Distribution Company that will install its own electricity wires and transmission grids following the nationwide power outage over the weekend. Dr. Akhtar Malik, Punjab's Minister for Energy, said that the federal cabinet has been sent the summary regarding the launch of the transmission company. The construction of such power plants will prevent the entire country from going into darkness, he said. The minister said that our LNG is very expensive and the focus will not be on LPG, adding that Punjab will approach other provinces for gas. According to the statement of Umar Ayub, the federal minister for power, that the reason behind the blackout is still unknown. The National Transmission and Dispatch Company has blamed human error for the fault that plunged the country into darkness. According to WHO, second year of pandemic could even be tougher. According to the World Health Organization, that the second year of the COVID-19 pandemic may be tougher than the first given how the new coronavirus is spreading, especially in the northern hemisphere as more infectious variants circulate. Mike Ryan, the WHO's top emergencies official, said that we are going into a second year of this. It could even be tougher given the transmission dynamics and some of the issues that we are seeing. The worldwide death toll is approaching 2 million people since the pandemic began, with 91.5 million people infected. The WHO, in its latest epidemiological update issued overnight, said after 2 weeks of fewer cases being reported, some 5 million new cases were reported last week. The likely result of a letdown of defenses during the holiday season in which people and the virus came together. Certainly in the Northern Hemisphere, particularly in Europe and North America, we have seen that sort of perfect storm of the seasons: coldness, people going inside, increased social mixing, and a combination of the factors that have driven increased transmission in many countries, Ryan said. Maria Van Kerkhove, WHO's technical lead for COVID-19, said that she worries that we will remain in this pattern of peak and trough and we can do better. She called for maintaining physical distancing, adding the further the better, but make sure that you keep that distance from people outside your immediate household. Signal to ramp up hiring. Following a controversial change in rival WhatsApp's privacy terms, messaging app Signal has seen unprecedented growth. The head of its controlling foundation said that they are looking to hire more staff as it seeks to bolster the service and supporting infrastructure. Along with another encrypted app, Telegram, Signal has been the main beneficiary of online outrage around these changes announced last week, which require WhatsApp users to share their data with both Facebook and Instagram. Telegram said on Wednesday that it had surpassed 500 million active users globally. Brian Acton, who co-founded WhatsApp before selling it to Facebook and then co-founding the Signal Foundation, declined to give equivalent data for Signal but said that the expansion in recent days had been vertical. Signal was downloaded by 17.8 million users over the past 7 days, a 62-fold rise from the prior week. According to data from Sensor Tower, WhatsApp was downloaded by 10.6 million users during the same period, a 17% decline. The non-profit Signal Foundation, based in Silicon Valley, which currently oversees the app, was launched in February 2018 with Action providing initial funding of $50 million. Thank you for watching Consumer Pakistan News Channel. This is I, Ashkhan. See you in the next bulletin. Until then, take care and goodbye.